Alright guys, UFC 329 recap. Most importantly, the main event. A lot of speculation going on out there. A lot of people disappointed about how the fight went. A lot of conspiracy theories going on out there. I understand people are upset. I understand people are let down by this massive return that everybody wanted to see. The massive return that everybody wanted to be entertained by. We're missing the fact that we are just in a crazy sport in which we are pushing our bodies to the limits, a lot of times contorting them and taking massive amounts of force at any given moment. A guy like Conor, who comes out in the first 3 seconds, jumps across the cage, turns his body, throws a kick, lands weird, leg buckles, then throws another kick, leg buckles, throw a punch, leg buckles. And everybody's trying to figure out, hey, was Conor injured prior to the fight? Did Conor just show up and hoodwink everybody and he just showed up for a paycheck and doesn't care who he hurts in the process? I would be absolutely surprised, like the most surprised person on the planet, if Conor just showed up for a paycheck, limped in there, and said, I don't care, I'm going to give you guys 1 minute, shave my head into a mohawk, show up, do the intros, and then just bow out 1 minute later. You can say what you want about Conor. Conor's mistakes are well documented. Conor's shortcomings are well documented over the past 15 years in this sport. But one thing he is not, he's not a quitter. One thing he is not is a bamboozler. All right, he's gonna make you look left when really he's doing something on the right here and there to build fights and to build storylines and to make you think and make you feel something. But he's not the type of guy who is going to show up to a fight injured and bow out within 1 minute. The UFC is not the type of organization that's going to have conversations behind closed doors and say, hey, it's all good, man. We're going to get everybody hooked in on this Paramount stream, and then you're going to bounce out 1 minute in. That's just not what they do. It's not how they operate business. But I understand the speculation, and I understand the conspiracy theories, and I understand that everybody's drawing at straws right now, looking for, scouring over the internet, showing us slowing down, reversing, looking at a bunch of different angles of how Conor tripped over his shoes, or he was walking into some rehab clinic, or he was walking into some hospital. The fact of the matter is, the times in which you look at a fight, you look at a guy the way he takes a shot, you look at a guy the way his body gets contorted, you think, man, that's 100% that guy came out injured and he's completely fine. And then other times, other fights, you look at certain scenarios where things don't, exchanges, grappling, wrestling, punches, kicks, knees, elbows, and you think, man, that was almost nothing, and somehow that guy got injured. Or we've looked at video clips and we slow them down, we look at them backwards, we reverse them, we put them in slow-mo, and people have conspiracy theories like, man, that shot didn't even barely land, and the guy went down and looked like he went down. The fact of the matter is, the body is a crazy thing, and it can handle a lot. It can handle a lot of damage, it can handle a lot of contortion, and then at other times, you look at the body and you see the way bodies react or how results happen in a fight, and it looks as though a guy who's 100% durable in the past and then takes one little shot or takes one little misstep, and all of a sudden a body part crumbles or the equilibrium goes away. What I'm getting at, guys, is the body is unpredictable and every fight is unpredictable. And if you look at Conor, because I've had a lot of people say, man, why would Conor do that? He came out like an idiot, jumped across the cage and threw a kick. Conor always does that. Every single fight. When I was training to fight him, I was expecting within the first 5 minutes some kind of spinning wheel kick, some type of flying knee, some type of flying Superman punch. He did the Superman punch against Cowboy Cerrone within the first 5 seconds. He's done multiple fights he's done within the first 5 seconds, a spinning wheel kick at the very beginning. stalking a guy, getting him on the back foot, immediately throwing something crazy to get a guy thinking and remembering that, hey, you're in the octagon with Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor is a dominant human being. That's what he's trying to establish at the very beginning. All those doubts and fears that you had leading up to this thing, because I threw a bunch of venom at you in the pre-fight talks. Now you're stuck in the octagon with me, and now here comes some crazy stuff. Conor always starts a fight like that. So to those who say, why would he do that? Well, he did it because he always does that. Fact of the matter is, 5 years off, it was the first time he threw that kick to 100%. There's videos of him throwing that exact same kick in the back. Even if you're throwing him 100%, because you're not in the confines of competition, your body will still go 1 gear, 2 gears further and faster and more explosive inside of an actual fight. So I think that's my take on it. I don't think he came in with a pre-existing injury. I've seen the videos. I get what you guys are saying. Just because he stumbled a little bit when he took his shoes off doesn't mean that his leg was compromised. Number one, he wasn't wearing socks, so his sweaty feet were stuck inside of his shoes. You guys all know what I'm talking about. It's like putting a sweaty shirt on. It's almost impossible. Or putting a dry shirt on a sweaty body. It's almost impossible. So that's my take on it. I'm just as disappointed as you guys were, because the T-Mobile Arena was absolutely electric. We finally saw it. You're talking about the guy who's supposed to be disappointed that he's finally making the walk, that he finally showed up, that he's going to make the walk, that the octagon door is going to close, that Bruce Buffer is going to announce him and his opponent, and we're going to see Conor come back after 5 years off. I still, as a fan of the sport, as a guy who watches and ingests the sport, was excited. I was on the edge of my seat. We're finally going to see the return of Conor McGregor, and I was disappointed as well. We wanted to see a fight. We wanted to see him fight Max Holloway. We wanted to see those vintage exchanges on the feet, especially. But here's where we are. So I get the conspiracy theories. I get that people are upset. Conor's not the type of guy to do that. Say what you want about him, but he's a man of honor and integrity when it comes to the confines of competition and even trying to book fights. I believe he wants to fight me. I believe he tried to fight me. I believe he wanted to fight me. I believe that's how the negotiations went. And other plans were made. But the honor and the integrity of wanting to stick to and be a man of his word, since he pulled out of that fight back in 2024, International Fight Week against me, I think he wanted to actually be a man of his word and see through to putting his name on that dotted line that had my name on it. So when it comes to the confines of competition, the dude would not just show up to take a paycheck. Does he even need the money to show up and take a paycheck? Conor, after losing his last fight to Poirier with the broken leg and all the speculation of, is this guy washed? Is he never coming back? The last thing he's going to do is show up with a compromised leg. Just like when he pulled out of the fight with me, it was a broken pinky toe. If you're telling me that he would pull out of a fight because of a broken pinky toe, but he wouldn't pull out of a fight with a very severely compromised leg, just not buying it. That's my 2 cents. Either way, UFC 329 was an absolutely massive card, awesome card. Paddy the Baddy is a stud. He is the future. He will fight for the title in the next year. Massive star. The debut of Gable Steveson in the UFC did not disappoint. Robert Whittaker, up a weight class, still got it. Fast as heck, breaking a guy's jaw. And every single fight was fun to watch. So, Bobby Green getting cut up in the first round, still talking trash, dropping Terrence McKinney with a body shot and finishing with 1 second left in the first round. What a freaking weekend. Went out there with Bussin' with the boys. We had an absolute blast. So great weekend in Vegas. But I know everybody is disappointed, but keep on watching. This ain't the last you're going to see of Conor. And I'm excited to see how it all plays out. God bless. I'll see you at the top.